Einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Wir sind wieder zurück bei Honkai Star Rail. Und ja, es ist das neue Jahr. Wir haben neue Figuren, die wir ziehen können. Unter anderem hier Tin Jung. Also Fuge heißt sie ja jetzt hier. Keine Ahnung. Bin mir noch nicht hundertprozentig sicher, wieso jetzt eigentlich. Aber das ist mir auch relativ wumpe. Wir können mal ganz kurz zur Figurenprobe gehen. Ich glaube, die habe ich noch nicht mit euch gemacht. Oder habe ich die schon gemacht? Ich weiß es nicht. Ist eigentlich auch nicht hundertprozentig wichtig, weil ganz ehrlich, ich würde sie nicht ziehen. Ich habe nämlich eindeutig zu viele Support-Charaktere und zu wenig DPS. Deswegen habe ich wohl oder übel, wie ihr sehen könnt, meine Wünsche verbraucht. Aber ich habe sie gezogen. Ich habe Glühwürmchen gezogen. Das war ja bei meinem ersten Versuch leider fehlgeschlagen, aber jetzt habe ich sie. Problem ist, sie ist erstens noch nicht hundertprozentig ausgebaut. Na gut, schon so fast, aber könnte besser sein. Und zweitens, ich habe kein allzu sinnvolles Team gerade für sie. Aber das ist auch nicht so wild. Ich habe sie einfach erstmal gezogen, weil da ist da und fertig ist der Lack. Jetzt können wir erstmal uns weiter mit ja, all dem anderen Zeug beschäftigen. Was ich aber unbedingt noch tun wollte, ist sie hier ausbauen. Dafür brauche ich dieses Zeug. Dafür brauchen wir hier Versammlung von Legenden und Heldentaten. Navigieren, bitte. Gehen wir einfach dorthin, machen die Quest weiter und bald, so in 10 Tagen, kommt das neue Update raus. Und da bin ich sehr gespannt, was das wird.
Earlier at the Palace of Astrum, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huayan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries.
Sorry.
Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Fantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance.
Der nuschelt so in seinen
I
Bart.
still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
Okay.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Lawfu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
Was bedeutet das?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
Gute Frage.
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Oh, was denn? Irgendwas Interessantes? Schönes Schwert.
Yes, it's this case right here.
Von diesem Kasten geht ein gedämpftes Licht aus. Und er ist aus einem Material gefertigt, das weder Holz noch Metall zu sein scheint. Wahrscheinlich ist es einfach Plastik. Fix in China bestellt und... Nein, das Spaß. Seine Oberfläche ist kunstvoll mit Metall...
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance. And the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the ringmaster.
Ja.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
Vor allen Dingen, wenn man mal bedenkt, diese Healer-Lady, also die nette Dame mit der Glocke in der Hand, die ich auch habe. Ich habe den Namen gerade vergessen. Ich weiß nicht wieso. Die ich jetzt gerade versuche hochzuleveln. Die kann man auch als DPS einsetzen. Es ist vollkommen dämlich, aber es funktioniert. Und das ist irgendwie lustig und dämlich zur selben Zeit.
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhuming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering, who would be worthy of such a sword? And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yen Xing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Ja.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yen Xing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Okay. Anscheinend hatte Fei Xiao recht.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Okay.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome.
Das geht
The
sowas von
question
schief.
is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Ja.
Huh?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Das kann ja was werden.
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General?
Nö.
Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden?
Weil du die dümmste von den dreien bist.
I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it?
Du bist halt die größte
You'll
Herausforderung.
probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be...
Nimm einfach dein Schicksal an, MERZ.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Ich rede ja.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Nö.
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General Huayan. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Oh, plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that mean everyone's stuck in a stalemate? That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped. Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
Die Anfänge kann man auch nicht als Meister beibringen.
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving
Die
her
muss.
It's up to you to make.
Es ist nicht leicht, so viel ist sicher.
Yeah. While I'm smart, learning swordplay sounds like
Du bist
a
nicht schlau.
whole lot of
Nein.
work.
It'll be great learning swordplay. That way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay.
Also ich betreibe ja auch Bogenschießen, aber in den Arsch habe ich bisher noch niemanden geschossen.
Purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Huan lächelt still und verlässt bald darauf Jinlin. Blablabla.
General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yoon Lee and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay men?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some.
Aber sind wir nicht sowieso hier, um der Zeremonie beizuwohnen? Da kannst du auch gleich mitmachen.
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log that was given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face.
Ja, okay.
And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this.
Dann hätten wir doch lieber mich oder ihn nehmen sollen und nicht sie.
Swordmasters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
Ja, das kann ja was werden.
So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Keine Sorge, ein paar Fragen beantworten ist keine große Sache. Krieg mal hin.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Passt so.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
Das wird schief gehen. In der Aurumallee trifft sich
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Ist ja nicht lang her.
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights. And I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Fall Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying. Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your...
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Chou. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark.
Warum auch nicht?
Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin Warhead?
Ich glaube, das ist der Boss.
The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns.
Ah, okay.
That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
Na klar, wenn ein Gefängnis angegriffen wird, da hat man schon ein
It's
bisschen
all
Schiss,
bad news.
dass das rauskommt, was drin
Well,
ist.
not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Ja. Ja. Hab ich. Was passiert? Nachdem du den ganzen Tag lang auf deinen Beinen warst, schaffst du es endlich zum Gasthaus. Wo dich wertvolle Ruhe erwartet. Wohlverdiente Ruhe, sorry. In dieser Nacht bist du wegen der Begegnung mit dem General und des Trubels vor der Kampfkunstzeremonie so beunruhigt, dass du nicht einschlafen kannst. Zweiter Tag. Das war erst der zweite?
Feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
Da ist MERZ. Hallo MERZ.
There you are.
Warum bist du auch hier, Yang Ching?
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you?
Doch,
I
vollkommen.
woke up especially early so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Ja, da bin ich mal gespannt.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it.
Und dann ist es auch noch eine Frau.
Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight.
Nicht?
I promised
Schade.
General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
Was wirst du dann tun?
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either. Because I'm never been a
Liegestütze
teacher
als
before.
Strafe.
So, Miss March, please behave and
Das
don't
hatten
skip
wir früher
classes.
beim Sport immer.
Or complain.
Wenn du aus der Reihe getanzt hast und zu laut gemacht hast, rumgequatscht oder sonst irgendwas, durftest du Liegestütze machen.
You're
Das war
so
anstrengend.
heartless. By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Okay. Und jetzt? Achso, jetzt spielen wir quasi MERZ.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Lawfu so laid back?
Weil's geht.
So disappointing. Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Lawfu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Lawfu's swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Lawfu's swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
Okay.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful! Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it. You're awesome, Master Yunli! See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Ju-Ming
Schlimm.
swordplay,
Bestechung
so she
geht
can
gar
win the
nicht.
contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master
Wie wär's mit dem
Yanqing?
Schwert?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Ich sag ja, ein Schwert braucht sie auch.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you?
The real competition is just getting started. I'm so lucky to have two great masters.
Das wird so schief gehen.
Why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Kurze Zeit später.
So, what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Zugegeben, es sieht besser aus als das andere.
I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, Step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of.
Das geht so
It's
schief.
important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Okay, hauen wir einfach drauf.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in.
Ach so, ich wollte mit dem reden.
Are you ready?
Ich bin bereit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Das geht schief.
Please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Lawful
Ähm,
swordplay is all about being swift, agile in your movements.
Yes, you. Ignore him. Strength is
Kaboom.
everything. Right on time. Like this?
Well done!
Here you go, Master.
bitteschön.
Strength mountain.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Gleich ist er tot.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Okay.
Nice job. Yes, you.
Ich greife einfach den an.
Right on time. Descend to earth.
Boom.
Oh, I get it.
What the fuck?
With a true heart and focused mind. Here I come. Time to show you what I can really do.
Hauen wir auf den.
Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? A one-time
Okay.
Are you mumbling
Faszinierender
it out?
Angriff.
Isn't this sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
Nee, du sollst nichts Gutes sagen.
How many can you block?
Right on time.
Boom.
Time for swordplay.
Die machen ja immer noch weiter.
Bladed flight.
You'll make good practice. Yeah. Melt.
Kaboom.
See through clouds.
Das haut echt rein.
Yes, you.
Sorry.
Strike.
Was ist passiert?
Practice is over.
Ich weiß es nicht. Irgendwelche krassen Fähigkeiten werden dadurch aktiviert.
Check out this move. I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
Nee.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Okay.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her footwork.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
Nö.
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Ein Kampf zwischen den beiden, ey.
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing.
Ja.
Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
Die reden so viel, da kann ich gar nicht groß dazwischen reden. Ist aber vielleicht nicht so schlimm.
Listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
So beginnt das Schwertraining von March 7. Hallo. Okay, fertig. Ansehen. Juhu, wir haben einen neuen Pfad. Den können wir jetzt wechseln. Bestätigen. Jetzt hat sie natürlich noch keinen Lichtkegel. Den müssen wir erst raussuchen. Du kriegst einfach erstmal den hier. Bestätigen. Bringt zwar nicht mega viel, aber was soll's. Empfohlene Ausrüstung. Spuren sind noch nicht ausgebaut. Ach, ihre Eidolons zählen auch nicht. Wo kriegt man die her? Ach so. Du musst quasi diese Aktionen durchziehen, dann kannst du die hochleveln. Ist aber auch eine faszinierende Variante. Die Tage vergehen.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang and Pompom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu,
Das Gesicht.
so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming.
Das
Both
Gesicht ist
masters
echt
are
wert,
super
ey.
strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Don Hung in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it.
Ha ha.
Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all.
Nein, danke.
Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Behalt's für dich. In der Höhle zwischen die Tage und Nächte vorüber, ziehen die Tage und Nächte vorüber, während der Kampfkunstzeremonie immer näher rückt. 7. März trainiert unermüdlich unter den Augen ihrer 2 Meister, bis ihr fast die Arme abfallen. Das tut mir nicht leid. An diesem Tag nach ihrem Schwertkampftraining, Punkt.
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Ich hab's überstanden.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Ich hab's halt drauf. Vielleicht habe ich eine Chance, meine Meister zu besiegen. What the fuck? Denkst du das wirklich?
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring?
Nein. Der Gesichtsausdruck sagt alles.
Get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could that possibly happen?
With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate a few more decades to training, you might eventually be able to defeat Yun Li.
Ha ha.
Decades? But I'll be an old lady by then.
Das ist okay.
No. Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
Aber er stichelt auch immer nach.
Thanks to your amazing guidance, masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Nein, danke.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword? There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the swordmaster. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
Ja.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Es ist schlimm mit den beiden.
I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance.
Das geht sowas von schief.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
Nö.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
Ja.
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
Das ist Jing Yao Qi.
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Nö.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients.
Jetzt habe ich Hunger.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Weil er es kann.
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts.
Ein bisschen.
But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Wirkt ziemlich gestresst.
Seriously? Trying to save face in front of kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
Nö.
No.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effect. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar. but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive.
Das stimmt wohl.
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yan.
Die labern nicht viel.
Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you...
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
Danke. Das ist aber nett. Was passiert? Ah, okay. Ach ja, das war mal wieder ein ewig langer Dialog, aber ich habe irgendwas hier bekommen. Und das ja auch. Nett. Kann man alles gebrauchen. Ich habe ja noch irgendwelche Nachrichten bekommen. Alles abholen. Dankeschön. Ich habe wahrscheinlich einfach nur meine tägliche Eintragung gemacht. Wir haben jetzt immerhin 270. Das ist noch nicht mega viel, aber es ist halt ein bisschen was. Wir können hier einfach ein bisschen von den Dingern kaufen, aber am Ende muss ich jetzt mal gucken, ob ich härter überhaupt versuche zu ziehen oder eben nicht. Weil eigentlich wichtiger wäre mir der neue Pfad. Dementsprechend halt der neue Charakter. Ach Gott, ich habe den Namen vergessen. Diese Schneiderin da. Die wäre schon ziemlich cool. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich sie mir hole oder nicht. Das muss ich erstmal noch ein bisschen nachforschen, was da vielleicht das Sinnvollste ist. Prinzipiell versuche ich hier noch ein bisschen weiterzukommen, denn es hat schon so seine Vorteile, einfach ein bisschen up-to-date zu sein und vor allen Dingen auch die neuesten Bosse zu haben. Denn ansonsten kann ich natürlich nicht so einfach meine Leute hier ausbauen. Vor allen Dingen bei ihr ist es halt extrem schade, weil allein diese Fähigkeit, diese Resthitze, die hätte ich halt verdammt gerne. Das ist halt eine Fähigkeit, die einfach diese Heilerin bombensicher macht in der Hinsicht. Weil wenn eine Figur irgendwie unter 60% hat, dann wird der Folgeangriff von ihr direkt nach vorne gezogen. Und dementsprechend kannst du das halt alle 2 Runden einmal einsetzen. Und so deine Figuren vor dem sicheren Tod bewahren, was echt praktisch ist. Und deswegen hätte ich das halt ultra gerne, aber dafür müssen wir halt den neuen Boss kriegen. Auch wenn er nicht so neu ist, er ist eigentlich noch relativ alt. Wir können mal ganz kurz gucken, wie heißt die Mission eigentlich, wo wir gerade sind. Zur Meisterschaft. Ein Star wird geboren. Das, wird wahrscheinlich noch ein bisschen weitergehen. Es ist immer unter den Spitzenduell, unter dem Blau, okay, Teil 1. Das wird noch eine Weile gehen, schätze ich mal. Ich weiß nicht, wie lange. Aber es wäre schon schön, wenn wir da bald vorankommen. Wir haben ja noch ein paar andere Sachen. Hertha Raumstation, was haben wir hier? Aufgeschreckt aus dem Wintertraum. Banana Drama. Kämpfe ohne Ninjas und Menschlichkeit. Das ist okay. Da sind noch ein paar Sachen offen. Hier, wir sehen es ja genau da. Das wäre das hier einmal, das mit dem Ninja-Kodex. Das hier ist dieses, wo wir gerade jetzt sind. Da scheinen wir gerade das letzte freizuschalten, damit wir sie weiter ausbauen könnten. Da weiß ich nicht, wie lange es dauert, bis wir zu dem Boss kommen. Das werden wir noch sehen. Aber ich versuche das noch vor dem Update noch mit reinzubauen, damit wir da vorwärts kommen und ja, ich den einfach freischalte. Ansonsten mache ich dann halt wieder erstmal die Trailblaze-Missionen, weil es gibt ja dann eine neue. Mal sehen, wie lange es dauert, durch die durchzukommen. Die letzte war ja relativ kurz, aber es war halt auch nur noch so ein bisschen Verabschiedung. Ich weiß nicht, wie viele Missionen mit einem Update kommen, aber ich glaube, es sind meistens immer so Trailblaze-Missionen so 5, 6 oder so, ich weiß es nicht. Aber die ziehen sich dann halt auch ein bisschen. Da wird sich zeigen, wie schnell ich da vorwärts komme, wann es dann weitergeht und so weiter. Aber ich denke, ich schaffe das schon noch, das Ganze ein bisschen einzuholen und dann, ja, kann ich mich relativ gut immer wieder an den neuesten Sachen ranhangeln. Ich habe ja immerhin alle Trailblaze-Missionen, also die Hauptmissionen erstmal fertig. Und jetzt kann ich mich erstmal ein bisschen um die Nebenmissionen kümmern. Wenn ich die dann alle fertig habe, das dauert natürlich auch noch so ein bisschen seine Zeit, dann kann ich endlich mich wirklich nur noch auf die Trailblaze-Mission, beziehungsweise halt wirklich auf die neuesten Events und sowas konzentrieren. Das wäre halt schon cool. Aber das sehen wir dann, wenn es soweit ist. Bis dahin. Tschüss.